So we did the other roundabout, the Maypole, didn't we? That was going all right. We did going ahead where that bus come round from the side. The bus got quite close.
Yeah.
So today's really just an extension of that. There's nothing really so much new. There's one new, or two new topics, but it's mainly just building up on what we've done. So I'll leave it up to you to get us over there. I'll give you directions, but by now you can do all this stuff on your own, like moving and turning. That should all be fine. And then when we get there, we'll go over it. It takes about 5-10 minutes to go over all that, and then we'll go and get that done. Right, so
much shorter than I think
So-
I am. There we
that's
go.
good.
Right, so neutral.
That's
and
it.
Then
Yep, that's
I
it.
on.
I know it's pointless going neutral and put it back in one, but you just get to the idea you don't have to be in one. You don't want to be in one when you turn on. I can't say now because it doesn't work in his car, but some you would just go forwards quite a bit. You turn on, bang, you jump straight away. So it's just always good to leave in one, but to put it back in neutral before you turn on. So as always, just going to head down that road to the left. I was looking around a lot there because when I was waiting to pick you up, there's two drunks walking around here, sort of kicking things around and shouting stuff. And just watching out for them. They've gone now, but it's two people just screaming at each other. So I'll give you directions, but I won't speak unless I really have to in terms of other things.
Sorry.
Just don't back, don't. You can't back, so don't back.
Yeah.
Nothing to back for. So down to one. Sit and it's brake off all. What made you back then?
They scared me. I
That's
wasn't
it.
expecting them
But
to be there.
nothing to back for at all. You just roll and go. So clutch pull all the way. That's it. Imagine if they appear now, just do no pedals, no gas at all, roll, go. So if you overreact, you cause more trouble. Like if you do that like at the roundabout, for example, bang, smash, you get smashed in the back. So I know they probably won't be walking around the roundabout. End of the road will go right. So I know if you're going to stop, what must you do before you brake? Yeah, clutch down. That's it. So clutch right down, brake, done. That's it. If you blow the clutch up, bang, you get a huge stall. You didn't there, that was good you recovered it because you didn't stall, but that's it. So now what could stop you from going here?
The lights
Yep.
could change.
So if they did straight away clutch down, then brake, because if you brake, bang, it just cuts out straight away. What is it that makes you cut out when you brake? What is it about like now? What would make you stall if you brake now? So brake, clutch,
Sorry.
then roll, one, balance, straight on to zip, scrape, so
Sorry.
just hand that back on. Zip and then back to one. So a bit of gas, bit of clutch. Zip and creep slow. It's because you're going so slow you can't brake, because if you're not going too slow for the road, but if you're going low speed you cannot brake at low speed, brake, bang, you can't straight away. Because at low speed it's clutch brake every time. So then if you're going faster you do brake, 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 get the speed right down. Do you remember about engine braking? We said about that. What is
the engine braking again?
That's when you brake the clutch up. So you do brake, 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 then clutch down. So the engine helps you slow down. If you did it right now, straight away you'll cut out because the speed's so low for the hill and the gear. You just don't need to brake much at all. You could brake like a second, then clutch down. But if you go brake, brake, bang, it's turned off. So most times around town, 9 times of the time, it's clutch brake. It's only when you're on open roads. Or like now, what's making you go faster?
The hill.
Yep, so if you're going to the road left, now you can brake because the hill's pulling you down. So braking, 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 then the clutch, no gear. So roll and roll and roll, braking, braking, no gear at all, braking, braking, steering, and off you go. That's good. That's great. So it's good to leave the gear last because you don't need the gear till late. That order is very important, so as I brake, clutch or clutch fire, whatever, then the gear last. So it's like now with the bump, we can get through it, but imagine we can't. So we're braking, 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 clutch down, then two, brake off clutch, very slow, crawl it up. That's it. So there's never any rush for the gear, that's the thing. That one we brake again because you're down the hill. Like now the speed's high enough you can brake because you've got enough speed to kill. It's when you've got no speed to kill at all, that's when you'll stall. So ahead, so we're going to go ahead second exit, same as before. That's good. So a bit busy last time, but let me know when you get a chance to go. They're not very big on this roundabout, the chances. So they maybe, but not probably not, because our gold one didn't block long enough. You really need at least two coming off together. Because if it's just one coming off, like the red one is not going to help. Like the white one didn't help, because if you came off, you need more than one to go.
They're going straight.
That's it. That's what I need to see, so the one behind's creeping. Look at left there, what's going on now. Never jump.
Yeah.
So maybe you can go, but what's on the right, you've got to be careful of. That's good. So he might let you out. No, he didn't have to, it's good he didn't. But do any of these maybe going to come off and help?
Round still.
Yep.
Or now? No,
Nope.
not now.
So I haven't really had a good chance yet. There still isn't a good chance at all. Still haven't had one at all, but maybe when they start to go from the right, can we go? What about after that truck, can we maybe go? Middle. This fan ahead might help by blocking, or the blue one might help, and it's gone the other way. But if we can go as soon as there's nothing from the right, which is just loads. Now I've got one coming around as well. You can if you're really quick there, but not now, because you've got to be really quick. Can we go after the green one?
Yes.
Yep, that's good. That's great. That's the first chance we really had. That's quite a busy roundabout. And then what do you do? That's it. That's enough. So you just stop panicking because you're panicking. What you got to do, your second signal, done. So the signal comes off. It's just you're rushing it, really rushing it, you don't have to. Don't have to mirror, braking, really smooth. That's it, brake off, roll. So the less you do, the better you drive. If you rush it too much, because when you're still in the right, went to neutral. So you're not going right, you're not going to neutral. You still do mirror, signal, 2, steer, go. Nothing's ever rushed. If it's rushed, it's no good. So left a little bit now. So they don't move towards that car. You don't want to move right for cars coming head on towards you, because you're moving right over towards them. The bumps, you normally the position like you would there, but now you can, because nothing's coming towards you on the wrong side of the road. But like the one in front's moved left. Why is that?
Because of the...
No. So actually there's no reason. I thought someone was going to turn right there, but there's no reason. I thought he was moving left to go and someone turning. So what's happening in front of us now?
So the bicycles...
Yeah. So just keep way back, don't get anywhere near it all, because this one you can't get around. Okay. So be ready to come to one, but you would not brake at all, just like I was saying before. So can we get through after this car's gone? No, so ready for one, but don't you just yet. But don't brake in. So can we go? No, so clutch down, 1. That's it. Clutch slowly back up. That's it.
Sorry.
It's good not to go around because you can't see no phone his bike. That's what's saying, the less you do the better. So we could have got around, but not worth the risk. Because you still can't start well. He's wobbling all over the place. So roundabout, we're going to go right, third exit. We're going to try and get second before we get there, but not going to rush it. If you need to stay on 1, that's fine. Okay, so right, third exit. So is there a clear enough chance to get second, do you think?
Actually, maybe.
Yep, so push, that's good. And then 2, that's good. That's great. So that's just more control, that's better. And then looking where.
We're going to go left.
That's it, so left mirror. That's it. Also mirror, signal, then off you go. So no braking but no clutch. Then off you go. So why didn't you need the clutch on that one?
Because I wasn't going slow enough.
Yeah, that's it. So no, if you brake now, you don't need to. If you did, you wouldn't need a clutch. Now you would, because you're in third. So it depends on how low you are in the gear. So the lower your revs are, the more you need a clutch. Roundabout ahead. So this one, braking. It's good. And then when can we go?
They're all going
Yeah,
straight.
that's good. That's good. That's good, because there is a van on the right turning, but he's been blocked, so that's good stuff. So it can be hard to do, but the more you sort of relax and sit back, the easier it is. If you try and do it too much, too tensely, it doesn't work. That's the same for me when I'm teaching. If you want to teach too much, it doesn't work. But that roundabout, another one where we got stuck for quite a while, nothing wrong with that, but that's just where we're... But before we start out what's going on. That's good. So, how long can you leave the clutch up for?
I should put on.
That's it, that's good, that's it. Which gear suits this speed?
Should be in first.
Yep, that's good.
And now I can go.
That's it. Because we were saying before about the flashing, that looks like a flashing hand. That's a lot better. That's why we do a warm-up before we go into a topic normally, because you need sort of 5-10 minutes to readjust. But you know that roundabout I was saying before, the last 2 times we've done it, I said it was really easy, you're quite lucky there. That's why I was saying you're lucky. Because now you see how busy it normally is. Last couple of times we just went straight over that without any problems. So next roundabout, we're going to go left to first exit.
So I'm going to be in 20 here, is it? Or not?
No,
yet?
30 still.
30 still, okay.
No 20 signs, so not 20.
And we're going
Yep,
straight.
left. No, that's it, left.
Left, okay.
Yep, that's good. Yeah, they're coming off the roundabout before, which just always remember mirror, signal. So generally, you never signal unless you're doing a mirror. So we'll pull it further on and we'll go over the roundabout that we're going to do, and we'll cover those points as well. But the thing we're doing today will really help with what you did on the way about the braking, because because we're going to open the speed up a lot. It's going to be mainly at high speed today. What's that in the road? There's Sainsbury's bag, is it?
Yeah.
Looks like a bag, yeah. So let's pull up just somewhere safe, just around this area. Not too bothered about opposite roads because it's very quiet around here. Yep, that's good. Do you remember we did it here before? We had the bus up here and the whatever it was came out that road and the bus came up behind the pink lorry or whatever. That's fine. That's good. Yeah, so it doesn't matter here because no one's really around. That car's there, it doesn't matter. It's only if you pull up and you're blocking the whole road. Like say if there's 10 cars behind, 3 cars coming out there, 4 cars coming out there and you're blocking everyone. But that's not the case. Yeah, so when you come off a roundabout, when you're turning in general, which is more important between the signal or the mirror?
The mirror, I think.
Yeah, because if you don't do the mirror, you will hit someone. Like say there's a bike on left of you don't see them, smack, you'll hit them. If you don't signal, at least you know someone's there, you can at least go around them or move out, whatever. So when you come off the roundabout, you saw mirror, mainly the left mirror, and then signal if you get time. That car ahead, imagine there's a car in front of you now, and this was a roundabout. How would the car ahead know you're going to come off anyway, even if you don't signal? How will they know that? Or what other ways are they telling?
If you're on the roundabout.
Yep. So where did you say you'd be looking?
They should be looking
Yep.
in my mirror.
So if they see you looking, they know you're looking to come off. If they're looking into the car, where will your hands be on the wheel if you're coming off? That's it, so they know you're going to go that way, your tyres are going that way. So the signal there, that's only one signal. All the other signals you give drivers are how they can tell where you're going. So the main thing is left mirror, maybe the middle one as well if you get time, but the left one's the main one. Because what's behind you doesn't matter as much as what's sort of coming down the side of you, as it were. So sort of mirror, signal if you get time. If this was a roundabout here, for example, this little side road on the left, you wouldn't really have time to indicate when you come off. You could, but you wouldn't really have time because it's just sort of too short a gap. But the other one, even though it's quite a tight roundabout, there's still enough time to signal. So, anything from the way over you want to go over before we do this?
No, it wasn't great, but I think when I normally get in, I'm worse than how I started off, and then I'll remember stuff again.
It's just about keeping it all the same kind of rhythm. So if you do anything like if you suddenly brake like that, you're going to be in trouble. Even if your clutch goes down and brake, you get really erratic kind of stop when the people were. So it's good you saw him, you identified it, but you don't always have to do something about it. So you might, for example, now there isn't, but there could be like a dog in the road, but it won't always be a problem if the dog's kind of moving off the road. It doesn't matter. So you don't sort of see a dog brake just because there's a dog in the road. If he's kind of walking off the road, you just carry on. Otherwise you cause more trouble by braking and then getting hit from behind. Don't know what's going on ahead.
The car's coming down.
Yep, that's good. So that would be a hazard because that black one, what's he going to do, do you think?
They're doing a turn up there.
That's it. So that's it. That would be a hazard because they push the blue car towards us. If they were just moving off, that wouldn't be so much of a hazard, depending on what the blue car does. But so if you want to turn off for now, because it's not quite as warm today, we can turn off. That's good. That's it. That's it. So it's going to go over this roundabout because this is not really anything new, although you can see new, and there is 1 or 2 things new about it. It's really just a chance to practice all the things we mentioned before, in particular about the braking. So this roundabout, we have done it before where we've been left. We've gone down here a few times, 2 or 3 times I think, and turned left. So this is called Becketts farm because there's a big farm on the right there, big farm shop. Which doesn't really matter if you don't know that, but it's just if you wonder what Becketts farm is, that's a big restaurant and farm and conference centre. So if you look at this one compared to this one, because the top one's a maypole, which we did before, and the bottom one is Becketts farm, the new one, which we haven't done apart from going left. How are they different, those roundabouts?
This one looks like it's got more exits.
Yeah, that's it. It's kind of wider, bigger, more lanes, more exits. What about the shape as well?
Yes, oval instead of
that's it.
round.
So on this one is what you call a gyratory, because do you know what that is? It's not something you often use that term.
No.
So the gyratory is when the lanes move as you go around. Because on this one, you just go onto it, you go around in the right lane, you check the mirror, and off you go. Mm-hmm. So it's like a pretty standard roundabout. On this one, you can't do that, because on this one, you can't just go around in the right lane and then come off, because you'll be going over 2 or 3 lanes of traffic, which you can't do, otherwise you'll be cutting everyone up. So on this one, the lanes naturally kind of move out as you go around. So the further around you go, the more left you get pushed. And if you think back to the rules we had on this one, we said about in this particular direction, the lanes. If 2 lanes go the same way, which one is normally best? If they're both available, both open?
Left one.
Yep, so same in this one. If you remember that, keep as far left as you can, or left is best, whatever method you want to remember. That's the way to do it. So to begin with, we'll have a look at going ahead. So if you come from this way, you notice, it's quite hard to see this diagram, but you notice all 3 lanes stay ahead. Just about all make out the arrowheads. So if you're going to go ahead, second exit, which lane would it be? You don't need to know where it is for now, but which ahead, second exit. They all go ahead. Which lane's best? Based on what we just said. What did you say now? Yep, so left. So it's always left, 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 left. If you remember left, this is easy. So left is best. It's always left, except if you've got a good reason. What would the reason be if you're going in the middle lane? If you're still going the same road, still going the same way, when would the middle be better than the left? Well, what would there be in the left that would make you choose the middle instead?
Like a bus or
yeah, that's it. So we mentioned before about overtaking. So we won't do that today because that's not in the plan for today, because you've got to be really good at all this to know it all to do that well. Because do you remember we said before you can't pass on which side of the car shouldn't you ever pass someone?
You can't like undertake
someone. Yeah, that's it.
On the left.
That's good. So if you're in the middle lane, you're kind of if you go too slowly, you might not, but if you did, you're making people undertake you, which is not good. So in the middle lane, you've got to go for it, get out of the way, blast it, get out of the way. If you don't do that, you shouldn't be in the middle lane, because that's what it's for, to get out of the way and overtake the cars and buses, whatever, in this lane. So whenever you get to roundabout, you always look at left lane. Does the left lane go the way I want? Yep, that's it, done. This is what's saying on the way about if you overcomplicate things, you can make it harder. People say the middle, no, because you forgot the left one. You always look, does the left lane go ahead? No. Does the middle? No. Does the right? Yeah. The first yes is the one you're going. The right doesn't go ahead here, it says it does, but it goes a different way. But you also left to middle to right, or there might be 4, 5, 6 lanes there can be. If you're just in middle ahead, it's correct, but it's not as good as it could be, because you could be in that lane. So you go from the left lane into which lane on the roundabout?
The far left one?
Yep, so left to left and then left. So it's left, 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 left all the way to left all the way. But you don't go left, don't turn left, don't go down there because we're not signalling. You could, you can go that way, but you're not going to signal, we're going to go that way. So you go left lane, keep left, but don't turn left. If you ever say keep left, I mean keep over, but don't turn that way. So you can turn the wheel, but don't turn off. Go down and exit. So you turn left, keep left, but don't actually come off, you go round. How will those ones there know that you're not going to come off when you're there? Because people often say it looks like I'm going to come off, but you won't because you're not doing something.
So you won't be signalling?
Yep, so if you're not signalling, they could think you can off, but they won't probably. So you don't signal, come round, off you go. Just like that. So like before, the less you do, the better you're doing it. Some people indicate right here, but that's confusing because you're not going right, you're going ahead. People say, well, I'm going right, you're not going right, you're going straight on. All that is a straight line that's been bent. It's not going down a straight road that's been bent into a shape. So that's all you're doing. The only other time you might go in the middle is if you go a different way. So that might say Solihull, that says Birmingham. So although they're both ahead, you don't want Solihull, you want Birmingham. You go in that one. But it's as far left as you can be. For the moment, that won't be a problem because you don't get that round here. It says A435N, A435N, so they both go the same way. So left is best. So that's going ahead. Anything on that you want to go over? Because we're going to do this a lot of times, at least probably 3, 4, 5 times today, something like that. If not more.
So where are the other exits?
For the moment, they're doing about them. Because it's good to be asking that, but for the moment, we're keeping it just on the one. So you do that one at a time and build it up. But the others will come in the more you do.
It looks a bit confusing because there's these sort of...
Yeah, that's why gyratory one is also kind of splits over. You don't have to actually notice the gyratory, it doesn't matter because it's the same rules as the other one. But the gyratory, why do you think these exist? Like, why do 2 lanes go the same way? What's the point of that? Rather than on the maypole, there's one went the same way.
Is it if it's like bigger,
that's
easier, so 2 can go?
That's it, because down here you got the motorway. That's the motorway roundabout. So you go, both lanes can flow ahead. It's not that busy, but it can be at times. So that's how you do ahead. We'll go over that in a bit, we'll come back to that in a moment, but we're not going to do going right. It's the same rule though. So if you're coming to the roundabout, I know the arrows are quite hard to see here. That, by the way, is a problem on this roundabout, because the speed on this dual carriageway, national, what would that be?
70.
Yep, so if you're doing 70, the arrows are so late you can barely even see them in time. They're right in front of you. Right in front of the roundabout, so they're sort of, they're just before the roundabout. So if you're coming up to 70, you don't get much time to see them at all. But just for the moment, if you're going to go right, which lane would it be anyway? Because we'll be going right, 4th exit.
Normally I'd say the right one.
Yep, that's it. So what made you say normally? Because it's good you say that, there is a reason why it may not be the right.
I was thinking maybe the middle one.
That's it. So it doesn't here, but it could. Now the arrows are confusing because they all say ahead. They just say ahead. It doesn't really help much at all. But yeah, so it is going to be right lane to which lane on the roundabout.
The right.
Yep.
one.
So it's always left, left, middle, middle, right, right. It can seem like it isn't, but it is. And you'll see what I mean the more we do. This takes at least 4 hours to go over, by the way. It takes 2 lessons at least to go over because so many things to cover. Do you know 5 ways in the city centre? Yeah. It's the same as 5 ways. It's the same system as that. So we go right to right. Now, if you want exit number 4, that one there, when would you start to move left? Same as on any other roundabout, this doesn't really change.
It's like you want some other people to leave, don't you? So you want them to go.
But when are we going to, if you're on the right, you're going right to right, and go round. If you want number 4, where do you move left? Because other people, this thing with gyratory is, what other people do doesn't bother you so much because you're kind of guided around. So, like on the Maypole, if you go on exit 3, where do you move left? Or where do you start to come off?
Like quite close to there.
Yep, so it's when you pass the one before. So if you want number 4, you move left after 3. If you want number 5, you move left after 4. So you move the one before yours. It doesn't always apply. There are some bigger ones which I can't show you because there aren't any around here. Maybe later on lessons we can, but there aren't any around this area. If you want exit 7, you might go round in the right lane to exit 4 and then move left of the lane after 4, after 5, after 6. Because it's so big, the bigger it is, you get pushed over. But the more you drive, the more you study the easier they are. Because this one is a really bad example. The markings are so poor, you can't even see them. So it's really, really hard to do. But there are other ones we'll do in the future if we get a chance to, where the markings are much better. So it's right to right. Where is exit 1? Because this is a big fault people make, is a miss exit 1. Yeah, because a lot of people move off and say, like, 1, you've already missed 1. So 1 is here on the side of you. So exit 1, exit 2, exit 3. So when you go past exit 3, where did you say you had to look before you indicate?
You want to look left.
Yeah, so left mirror, left sunlight if possible, and over you go. You want to come over there, so you kind of aim for the grass. If you're in that lane, in the right lane, which becomes that lane there, what do these people think you're going to do if you're in there?
I think you're going round.
Yeah, so they'll pull out, then you can't get off maybe. So it's good to kind of not aim for them, but in a nice way aim for the grass. So look, I'm coming off, I'm coming over. You want to come off in as straight a line as you can. So you come around like that, you move left the one before yours, you come off in a straight line, off. It's obvious where you're going. You don't want to be going round, right, move left, right, left, all over the place. No one knows where you're going, including you if you're doing that. So if you're going all over, right, left. So the rule is, for the moment, you should never have to move to the right. There's lots of rules going over, it's all about keeping left is the main one. If you join a roundabout, if you go from middle to the right lane, you should have been in the right to begin with, because you don't go to the right, you go right to right, but you don't go right to right, go round, then you don't move right again like that. If you move more right, you then go back where you came from, then you move right again, you'll go round and round and round all day. So you go from right to right, stay in the right but don't move right. This will make sense when you do, because it's hard to explain on the diagram. But when you're here, you can move over to come off, but you should only have to move to the left when you're coming off. So you go over, off you go, done. What people get wrong is they go round, they move right. Now you've moved right, you can't go off, because you've just moved away from the exit. You can't then swerve back over in front of everyone and come off. So if you remember, keep left, it's easy. Whatever way you go, even going right, you're trying to keep as far left as you can. So I will talk through that to begin with. So we're going to go right, then ahead, right ahead. Most of this next hour or so is just going to be going right and then going ahead, going right and going ahead. Do loads of that. There is one other thing we need to go over when we get there, but we'll do that when we get there. That's quite an easy topic to go over. It's one little thing here we have to talk about.
Okay.
Anything I know you want to go over though? I know there's probably lots of that you want to go over, but any particular point?
So is there a problem here? Because there's 3 and then there's only 2.
That's it.
So I need to look left or when I'm...
That's a good point now, because here you'll probably always see, this has happened every lesson I've ever done, so I hope it happens today when we're filming it. Everyone here cuts you up, because the red one there, that kind of dark red one, they go round, and what did you say you shouldn't do on the roundabout? Which way shouldn't you have to move?
They shouldn't... Oh, we shouldn't go right.
Yeah, so they can't move as well. So if they go like there, they swerve to the right and they'll cut you up, because they should go to which lane?
They should be to the left.
That's it.
Further left.
So you can keep left. That gives us room. It's a good point though, because it does go 3 to 2. The marking there, what does that mean, like on the Maypole, the hatch marking?
That was like, you're not meant to go into it unless you have to.
That's it. So they could make you, if they swerve, you've got to go in the line, that's fine. If you really have to, that's better than crashing. But you don't really want to. But yeah, that's what we'll come back to later on when you go ahead. That'll probably be today, maybe next time. So when you go ahead from there, it's the same rule, but it does look weird because the head isn't exactly in front of you, as it were. Yeah, let's go and give that a go.
So is that ahead or is that ahead, or are they both ahead?
They're both ahead, yeah. They're both ahead. There's two aheads. So there's a head second, a head third.
Okay.
And there can be head fourth, whatever, but yeah, that's the thing. But we'll come back to that particular one later on because when you've got used to these other two ways to begin with, you find that's a bit easier. Okay, this is the biggest thing you ever learn probably. I know we said clutch control is, that's true, but this is also a really big topic that people have trouble with. And it's starting to rain as well, I think, isn't it? Looks like it is. Yeah, no, be a bit. Right, so let's go. Before you turn on, what do you need? That's it. That's it. But you don't have to leave your one-way part there because we're not going to get out of the car. So if it does roll, we're in the car to stop it, that's okay. It's only if you're going to park and leave your car, you put in one, get out, walk away. But because when you pull over, you don't always have to be in one. Right, so let's put it back on. Before we go, actually, can you just, if you just push the wiper switch down one and up one, that's it, and then just up once. That's it, just give it that bit of water there. Okay, so can we go?
Sorry.
Oops. That's good. Okay. Tiny rollbacks we're not bothered about there because you know what that is, you correct it yourself. We'll go over the braking when we get there as well because this one on the fast road you'll be braking for a long, long time before your clutch goes down. Okay. Otherwise you go flying down the road. So end of the road right, but I'll leave it up to you for the next few minutes. And the hissing sound, the aircon, in case you wonder what that sound is. That's good, that's good. Because what do those bikes do on there when they come on the bend?
I'm not sure, sorry.
Yeah, this is on our side of the road, because they can't head on towards you on our side of the road there. That's why it's good you come down to one. That's why I said in the past about it's better to come out one most of the time. So roundabout left first exit. Would this be fine in second, do you think, or one? Or?
Potentially second.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Nope, that's good. So that's good. It's good you try that because it can work, but not with the cars there. Try not to cross that line. That's good. That's it. That's it. You've got to try that, otherwise you never get it. So that's good you're trying that. You know, there's no one behind when you're doing that, so there's no danger to anyone else. But you don't always have to creep, but I do that because it shows you can do it. Rather than just saying, "Oh, I can do that," but we don't ever actually do it. It's good to practice it.
Yeah, I like it when it goes well.
Yeah, that's good. It's not now because you're in third. That's good, but if you brake, what would happen?
I need to be in second if it breaks.
That's it.
It'll be too. Okay.
That's it. So it's good for now. But if you were in second, you could brake longer. Then the clutch goes down. So it's the quieter the engine is, the more the clutch has to go down. But now you can barely hear it. But I hope the rain doesn't get too bad because you can hide the lanes and the lines. Because again, there's going to be thunderstorms today apparently.
Yeah.
But keep getting thunderstorms. So on the roundabout, we're going to go towards the M42. So which way is that?
The far right.
Yep. So which section number is that?
So 4.
Yep, that's good. Okay, so we do that. That's good. So we spoke out of braking just so. That's good. Yep, that's good. And braking a bit more. So not one, but you could have left one till now because you can't go. But it doesn't matter, you did, that's fine. As long as you don't lose control of the wheel, that's good. So this is a bit like the other one. It's not quite as bad, but it is quite busy today actually. So try and predict when the learner one at the front is going to move. When do you reckon? Yeah, so they haven't really had a chance yet, so things are quite busy. If you're quicker, that's it, that's good. No, that's great. Yeah, that's fine. When you get quicker moving, you can do smaller gaps, but yeah, you've got to take that into account for now. So, same for us. Let's have a look. That's good. It's good, that little twist. That's good. Okay, so that's good. Braking, that's good. Stopping's fine as well if you want, you can do that. So when can we go? That's good point, yeah, because it's easy to move off and forget about the one in front.
Oh, I can go now.
That's good, that's great. That's the first chance as well. So that car should position well, yeah. So what's come off there?
So we're going
That's signal, good. That's it. So checking the left mirror quite a bit, but not coming off yet. So round. We're checking the mirror, still going round.
Yeah,
Checking the mirror. Now we're signal, that's good. And we go left lane. That's just in case the car that was behind us didn't go down the side. If you can down the side and cut us up. So speed on this road will be what?
70.
Yep. So I'll leave most of this up to you because this was going good before. We did overtake him, didn't we? I think we did. Yeah,
yes,
I think,
we did.
So it's up to you. Just remember sometimes it's easier to go third, fifth, because if you go 3, 4, 5, it's more work. That's it, that's good. It's hard as well, 4th, 5th is harder to get.
Yeah.
So it's got to be sort of third, push really hard, then 5th. Because our van, we're going to have, by the end of this one, we want it so that van would not be able to go around you. So this van go around you as well. If all these vehicles go around you, there's too many overtaking. Yeah, for the speed this car's got, you shouldn't be having the van go around. So is anyone behind us?
No.
So you're braking a bit because that van's going to pull in front. But it's that one, you're not wrong, but you've made that problem yourself by going slower. So if you go faster, those vans will be behind you now, you wouldn't have that to deal with. So it isn't always about going fast, but if you do speed up quicker, like now, what are the vehicles in front, what are they doing wrong? All of them.
Oh, it's not nice, they're just cutting in
That's
front
it.
of each other.
So we keep way back.
Yeah.
Could you get round the red and the blue?
So I can
That's good.
take that.
That's great. That's it.
That one's going
That's
slow,
good.
That's what they're doing.
That's it. So see the red one, you're not that bad, but that's kind of what we look like to other people when we're saying, I know because you're in a learner car, I know, but you think, why is that car going slow? It might actually be the learner slowing them down. Yeah, so it's not the red one, it's that learner again.
Okay.
So it was actually learner slowing down. But yeah, it doesn't matter, but if you can, you want to get to 70s we're doing. So the roundabout, we're going to go right. It's not too far away, so we're not going to bother coming back in. There's no need to come back on the left. But just in case you really had to, could you come back in?
Now I can.
Yeah, so
See them.
that's it. Imagine you had like a bag. Yesterday there's a big bag blowing around on the road here, like a massive builder's bag, big white one, and we had to move out of the way quite quickly. So roundabout, this is Becketts farm. We're going to go right. Is anyone behind us now?
Not very close.
No, that's good. So we did a signal about now. No gas at all. Just braking very gently, but not much at all, because we've got a long way to go. That's good. That's good braking, so we can brake. So we can brake a long time before the clutch. So still good, still good. Not yet, but still good, still good, still good, still good. Now into 2. That's good. And 2. That's it. Slowly off the clutch. That's good. Okay, that's not the approach. So no pedals at all, covering the brake and the clutch. But can we go? Yep. That's good. So just go right to right, checking the left mirror frequently. If it's the blue one, it might cut into the line like I said before.
So which exit?
So round and round and round. Just keep going round and round. As that white car goes up. So round and round and round and round. Not this one, but the one after. So left mirror. Can we go over? Yep. Left signal. That's it. Left signal. Now if we go. That's good. It's just honest so you don't get much time to answer. It's got to be can we go? Yeah. It's got to be like a really quick answer. And then signal comes off. That's good. You see the white car cuts up. You got the lane wrong, just as I was saying. Next road on the left. So trying to get braking a long time before the clutch. So it's braking, 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 braking. How long can you leave the clutch?
Don't need it now.
That's good. That's it, then slow off. That's really good. See how smooth that is? Because you'll left it later, it is smoother. That's still good. Even with the caravan, that's good. That's great. Because what I mean by that is if you do that too fast, you go flying around in the caravan, but that was good. That's great. So you pulling in or no? So what do you think of that roundabout the first time we did it there?
It was a bit scary,
Yeah,
but it was
that's it.
okay, yeah.
That's it. What makes it scary?
Just not sure. No, it was sure. I don't know, just cars everywhere.
Yep.
That white one was a bit scary.
That's it.
I don't know what did I do?
Nothing wrong is therefore they cut into our lane because they moved to the right, which you shouldn't do. So now when you go around the bend and when you go around here, imagine if for no reason you just swerved to the right now and there was a car there, you'd hit him. So generally you never move to the right. You can, there are exceptions to anything, but that comes in later on. And I'll say that a lot, but there's so much to cover, we have to try and do the least we can in one go. Build it up. So what's going on there?
So it's going to be the national speed limit.
That's good. So end of the road, we'll go left. So this is just like any of the roads, you know, it's a high speed, it's the same. So what do you need to leave sort of to the end?
The gear.
That's it. So brake, clutch, whatever is up to you, but not the gear till you've got round the bend. Try and picture this, imagine it's a roundabout. That's good. That's it. Many chances. That's good. Now we're going to pull up on the left, not in the lay-by because that's quite damaged, that's a hole there. If you do it by the curb further on, you'll see a curb appear after this first driveway, and we'll pull up there. Well before where the curb ends out, so braking. So well back in, that's it. That's good.
Yeah.
Do you need to indicate or not? No, that's good. That's just checking, you're checking all those. And then, yeah, that's good. Okay, so might as well turn off again just for a little bit. The only reason I don't pull up there is if you pull up there, there's someone's house and you stairs right into the living room. So it's just good to not have people's furniture living room. So one more topic here. We can't avoid doing this because they'll try and do one at a time, but this one you've got to do a couple of times. Looking at the end of the road here, what is at the end? It's very hard to see this. It's kind of a bit of guesswork, but what's happening there?
So there's a thing. I think must be. I'm not too sure actually. I can't.
So what?
There's like a dual.
That's it. So how do you join into a carriageway apart from joining at the end like we did before on the roundabout? Think like a motorway. How do you join a motorway?
With a motorway, you like have to match this.
That's it. That's good. That's what we're going to do now. So what kind of road is this called? What's the name of this road? I should say. When you get a little road like that, it kind of joins the bigger road. Yep, that's it. So just going to draw this in. But it's right sound obvious, but they're not called slip roads because they're slippy. Some people call us the slippy, but they're not. It's nothing to do with that. It's like a slip that joins the main road. So on this one, all you do, what do you think you do? Because we haven't done this, but what you said about matching is good. So how would you match the speed of traffic? Now, bike could be a good example I'll talk about in a moment. But.
So I don't want to, like when I turn, I don't go to one.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, because this is the opposite of what we normally do. You don't go one creep, otherwise you're completely missing the whole point of it. So when you come around the bend, what is the speed of this road going to be? If I draw the car there.
Probably 70.
Yep. So why not just do 70? Why is it better to do what you said and match the speed of traffic? That's the cone, by the way, like a bollard. So if you've got like a lower there, why not just do 70?
Because there might be sort of like cars around here that you can't join.
That's it. So you don't just blindly build up to 70 and then match, and you can't. So you match the speed that they're doing, that the trucks are doing or whatever. So I'll give it out just for now. I'll even just say. But when you come on the bend, imagine you look and you see the truck there, that lorry, whatever it is. Where would you have to check exactly?
So you want to be looking in the right mirror and the middle one.
That's it. Where else have I already mentioned on the dual carriageway? Somewhere you have to look. Which is...
you might look on the left.
You could, but where else? Do you remember it's about checking it quickly but not for very long?
Oh, it's like the blind
Yep.
spot. But
That's
which
it.
way that would be? Let's try and do it this way.
That's it, same as normal. Because there is one there, but it's very unlikely anyone's going to come out your blind spot on slip road. If they do, that would be worth filming. You have to be like a motorbike racing at the side or something like that. But you can be, but not normally. So it's a good point as well, actually. Sometimes on slip roads, they're actually the other way around, so you join to your left, which we'll try and do later on. I'd say try because it's hard to cover every single thing you can ever do before you get to test standard, or before you get to do your test. But yeah, so you do mirrors, mirror, 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 blind spot, and then you indicate. Now, it's a little bit different to normal because normally, it depends on the situation, you indicate regardless of what you see, because normally we say look in the mirrors if someone's there, don't signal. Now you've got to signal because you say, look, I'm trying to join. If you don't indicate, what could you do on a slip road? I mean, you shouldn't, but you could if you wanted to.
You could stop.
Yep, that's it. So they can stop, pull up. There are some like this one. There's a lay-by or a driver at the end. So I used to teach the person who lives there at the very end of the road years ago, and everyone else thought we were going to join the road. When we weren't, we signalled left. So look, we're not joining. We're coming off, going in the house. But no one ever, because it's hard to even see where the house is. Like a farm, I think it is. So you come around, you signal regardless of what say you indicate. So I'm trying to go. You don't have to go. You say I'm trying to go, and if you can, you join. So foot flat down on the gas, probably build up, join, and off you go. If you get a lorry there, do you think, imagine you're that lorry driver for a bit, would you rather the car stop or get on with it and come in?
Probably just get
Yeah, that's it. You don't want them messing about braking, signalling, braking. You think just get on with it, move, get out of the way, and then they can carry on. I know because I've driven lorries, it's annoying if someone's getting in front of you and they're just faffing around, you want them to get out of the way, you go. Not if they're like that far in front of you, but you want them to get on with it, build and join. So there's always exceptions, as I've said, but most of the time you're safer building up and joining fast than you are slowing down, crawling and trying to get in everyone's way. Because otherwise you could crawl, they stop, everyone behind stops, everyone stops, you stop the whole road because you were going too slow. So if it comes down to it, ultimately, who has right of way between you and the lorry?
The lorry.
Yep, why is that?
Because they're already on the road.
Yep. So think about bikes that passed a few minutes ago, that can be awkward. If you've got a bike here, you might have to kind of get around them after you've joined or before you joined or whatever, it's awkward. Because bikes are allowed on this road, so you'd probably hold back, let the bike join slow, and all those would have moved over. But that's hard to get that situation coming up. Hopefully it might happen. But so what you really do, simple way of putting it, you come on the bend, build your speed up, join when you can. If we just say that, it doesn't really help. So we come on the bend, build, then off you go.
So what gear would I come around the bend in? Second still? Or?
That's good because I was just about to start here.
Yeah.
You would normally second, but on this one third, because this car can do third on that corner. It's not too bad a corner. It's quite a shallow, kind of long, not very sharp corner. Yeah, second's good, but why is third a bit better if you go around third?
Well, I was thinking I didn't want to be in second because then I've got to change gear more to join this road.
That's good. So you can be, it depends on your car, but this particular car, third is fine around corners. You can go around in three, build up. If yours isn't, then do two and then build. It depends. But you can only drive the car that you're in. So, right then, so let's go and give that a go. What do you need before that?
What's going on?
That's it. Yeah, you can do that. You can go clutch one, turn on, but it's just not the best way of doing it in case you forget and you jump.
I've not been doing that before, so I don't know where this is coming from now. Very odd.
I just noticed a few times at the beginning of lessons we did that. But anyway, so imagine you didn't know any of that. And there isn't, by the way, sign that says slip road, so that's why it's hard. That's good. So check behind, no one there. We come up as we are, no signals at all because you've got to go left. No choice of physically where you can go. So a little bit of gas. Could be someone parked on a slip road, probably not, but could be. So we start building, now we see it's clear. So we do mirrors, blind spot, signal, anyone have blind spot. That's good. That's great. So stay in third a long time, build the speed high, there's that road I was talking about. And then not much gas at all. Because that van with the flag on's come back in front, he's kind of helped us out there because he slowed us down a bit. So we're going to go Birmingham, ahead, second exit. Which lane do you think will be best?
Probably the left.
Yeah, that's it. So it doesn't always work, but left is best. So do middle mirror, no one there. No signal at all because we're not changing lanes, we're filtering in that lane. That's it. So we're not crossing the line, we're just kind of filtering in. So just braking. Can we stay in third and go or not after that silver one? Yep, that's good. So back on the gas.
Yes.
That's fine. So keep left, don't turn left, but keep left. Heading towards that one, but then follow round to the right. That's good. So we check it left. That's good. That's great. That's really good. And off you go. That's good. That's fine. It's good to leave the signal on as well to about now, just to show you're definitely coming off. That was good though. You just try and leave it on until you've come off, so people don't misread it. That's really good. So good gas there. Which gear is best? Not. Which better?
No.
That's it. So let's try 5 now. You can do 4, 5, doesn't matter. But we're going to try and go to that. That's it. We're not bothered for now about speed. We're trying to get it up. Like that is good, but it's hard to get it up that fast. That's good. That's it. Yeah, that's good progress there. Where did you start before that van must be before you can come back?
I've got to see it in the middle.
Yep. That's it.
Okay, so now I see it.
That's it. That's good. Yep, that's good. That's it. That's it. That gas is good. Just watch not too much. I can't still speed it. I just keep starting that, but that's good. That feels about the right speed. Yep, that's good. So, could you change lanes if you had to?
Yeah.
Yep. So, what could happen ahead that would make you change? Maybe.
So, like that car going. So
Yep, that's it. What about the
roundabout?
That's it. Something like that's good. Maybe that lay-by, someone comes out there, you can't see like a bike, whatever. So it shouldn't happen, but it does, where people just pull off. I don't know what they're thinking, but they just pull off, they don't even look. Now on the slip road, where we're signaling looking, and some people just go, they don't seem to look what's going on. So on the Maypole, we're going to do a U-turn, come back the other side of this road, back to Becketts farm. So it's right, 5th exit, which is U-turn.
I want to be in this lane.
Not just yet, but you could, but when do you have to be in that lane?
Okay, it's not as close as I
That's
thought,
it.
yeah, so-
It's not bad actually, no one's around, not that bad. Although there is a car behind there, but could you move to the right without blocking that one behind, do you think? Yeah,
I think so,
that's
yeah.
good, that's good.
So do it.
Yeah, that's it. Because what you don't want to do is change and then someone comes flying down doing 100 and you block them. So round, back the other way. So mirrors, signal, that's it,
Right.
that's good. Lots of brake, no clutch until when?
Now.
Yeah, but no gear still, that's fine. Just roll, because steering's the main thing, that's more important. That's it, steering in, that's good. Which gear suits this?
One.
That's good. And can we go?
Is it
No, that's fine, that's good. So when can we go?
No, no problem.
That's good, that's it. Is that car in the wrong way then? I'll go over that sec, but when can we go?
So am I allowed to come off and then just balance or not?
You could, but now you've done it miles away,
Okay.
because I'll just save the clutch. But when can we go? As soon as someone starts to peel off, like the little grey one won't, the blue one will, but he was in the other lane. The van,
Yes.
but we can't go because there's 2 cars coming around the other lane. So let's see. After this, a couple of cars, the white one might come off. Yep, so we're going now. That's good, that's great, gas go for it. That's good. The wipers are fine, it's 60s warm. It's that white car cuts up. That's why the one in front did the grey one. So round and round and round and round and round, back down the fast road. That's it. So checking but not coming off. Round and round and round.
Should we left?
Can we come off? Yep, that's good. So left in the left lane. So this time leaving second quite a while and just push hard. So build, anyone behind us.
No.
Yep, so we build, and then third. That's better. Because no one's overtaking us, that's fine. Then pushing hard in third. That's the kind of speed you want, so that van wouldn't go around you. And then 5th. So down, right and up. That's good, that's it. That's perfect. See the difference that makes? It's much brisker. You don't have to do that because there's no need to do that, but that's what you can do if needed. If you're in a rush or you just got to get somewhere or whatever, that's what you do. There's the car in front of the white one cut us up, they went to the right. So that car kind of moved in front of us. There was a grey one when we got to Maypole that kind of went right from the wrong lane. That's good to go at speed. That's it. So these are all the things you have to be aware of, the speed, the positioning. You don't say that when you slow down, you didn't brake, which is good. I don't think you braked, I didn't see you brake. Because the speed, the wind slowed you down. So
it came off like, it felt like a tiny bit, but
That's
it actually
it.
slowed down quite a lot.
that's it. When you go faster and faster, that's why sports cars got such big engines, because any car can get to 70, but when you start going 100, 150, which you can't do on this road, but if you do, the wind pushes you back so hard, that's where you need the power. Now that 4x4 is doing about 90 odd probably.
So this one I'm going to want to overtake in a bit, I think.
That's good, that's it.
Maybe I do.
Where do you have to check as well? Mirrors and what else?
I'm not sure.
That blind spot.
I don't
That's it,
wanna
so
look.
that's good, that's it. That's great. So if you don't look at someone there, smash. I know you don't look for too long, but if you don't look, that's a much bigger problem. So is it worth coming back in there flying or not?
So we're getting to that roundabout.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
Just watch the gas don't get too much, because down this hill, it's easy to run away. Yep, so no need to come back because we're turning right. But if you're going to head, you might come back. Good to know as well. That's it. That shows a car behind to pass. They can now pass to the left because we're signalling right, but not much brake at all. Because we don't want to slow down too much, no brake at all. It's good, but not too early, otherwise you end up getting everyone passing you. Try and time it so when you get to the end of the yellow lines, that's when you do the gear roughly. So the brake. Which gear do you think?
2.
That's good. That's great. Can we go, do you think, or not? That's good. Any chance?
No.
Nope, so that's really good. No, that's great. But when can we? So Black Jeep's coming round. Is that one going to come off there? Yeah, that's good. That's great. That's good because you read that well. He's coming off well. Okay, so signal goes back on.
Sorry, where are we going?
Right on this one. Check in the left mirror. Anyone there? Yep. So go round and round and round. They'll sort themselves out. They're fine. Round and round and round and round and round. And then mirror. Can we go? Yep. Signal left go. That's good. That's it. And then signal stays on until you get to where the last arrow is. They shouldn't think you turn left, so the signal comes off now. That's good. They shouldn't think you're turning in there because of speed and you're accelerating. It's obvious you're not going to turn in there. But we are going to turn next left. This road is over and over and over again. It takes a long time to cover it all. Remembering where to go will just happen the more you do it. Because I know at the moment you're sort of repeating directions now. That's okay. Because the main thing now is you understand the structure of the roundabout. But if it helps, it's the same way over and over again. So we're going to go ahead, right, ahead, right, ahead, right. Same route every time, so you don't have to think about where we're going too much. Okay. And you can concentrate more on the road. Is that man got earmuffs on, or is it a woman with a hat on? Yeah. If there's an old woman with a bobby hat on, it's a man with earmuffs on. Because those earmuffs, what effect do they have on you? On him.
So he won't see, hear any
that's it.
cars.
That's good. Is that another one ahead? Another man with earmuffs on. So no gas until when? That's it. But with that bike and the man, is it two men? Is that a biker, isn't he? A bike? That's it. So good reason then not to speed up, because there's no real need to do that. So end of the road we'll go left. And again, this stuff I'll leave up to you. That's it, that's good. That's good. Just try and have a look right there just as you go, because there isn't there, but make sure it's going to go right, left, right, at least 2 or 3 times. You notice there's a lot of bikes around, so bike schools been silent, you only see them, you won't hear them, so it's good to go right, left, have a really good look. Whereas the opposite on this one, the complete opposite, you don't look right yet, because if you're looking right here, you don't need to know what's there just yet. For the main concern is what's on the bend. See the flowers where someone got killed here? It's got mud on. So no one parked up. Now start thinking what's going on behind. Checking where as well. That's it. That's good. See, that doesn't lose control. It's only bad if you stare. If you look but don't stare, it's good. So roundabout Birmingham, which way is that?
Second exit. So
that's it. That's good. That's fine. But see how bad the markings are. You can't see them at all because there aren't any till the very end. So why don't we see them?
Because then they think I'm coming off.
That's it. That's good. So
maybe third.
That's it. Braking just in case, but it's good thinking. Can we go? No,
yes.
No. Any day don't go, because that white one is coming around. So then one, that's good. And then creeping, can we go? Yeah, that's good. And which lane? That's it, left, that's it, follow from, that's good. And then follow around. And then off you go. So signal. So the one behind us is signaling right, but he's not going right. That's just what's saying on the briefing. That car's signalled right, but he's not going right. So is he going to overtake?
So what's the speed limit here?
What's that?
What's the speed limit here?
What was it before? Oh, the other side. Yep, that's it. Still 70. I thought he'd go around next. He came quite fast behind him. He was kind of revving to go. That's it. And then that's good. Yep, that's great. Yeah, so that one, when he was approaching, you was kind of going, no. If you saw there, it's no. So it's got to be a definite yes or no. Because that white one, you could maybe just got out, but that would have been tight. So rather than risk it, just sort of brake, slow down, come down to 1. You only wouldn't do that if that car that's in front of you now was right on the back of you, like, speeding towards you. They were behind us, but they weren't that close, weren't that fast. So this road, I'll leave it to you. There's not much to say about this road. It's just a case of, you make progress, keeping 70 whenever you can. But I'll leave it up to you. There's that bag I was talking about, the bag that was blown over the road. I was in the road yesterday. How could that bag affect you if you hit that? Apart from that damage, what else could it do? Well, how would it damage?
How does it damage?
Yeah. Well, that was good as well. What are you going to say? That was good.
It might blow into your window.
Yep, that's it. No, that's good. If that wraps around your wheel, that could be big trouble. See, I don't know what happened then. Your wheel will probably blow off. So roundabout, same way again, round, back up the other side of the road. It's the truck on the right there, we can plan for that already.
I want to go right.
That's good. So if we're planning that truck, we might have to overtake them when we go the other way. That's good because that car's going a bit slow anyway. So I won't say much at all, let's just see how much you can do on your own.
Oh, back the way, okay.
Yep, that's it.
Right, so going
That's it.
brake.
That's good. Yep, you can go if you want this one, as long as you don't lose control, that's good. That's great. So let me know when you see a chance to go. What's going to help you now?
The bus
That's good.
is a block from
That's great.
right, so
Yep,
now
that's
I
good.
can go.
That's good. Yep, bit of a jam there, but that's fine, that's good. It won't bother us, but watch out for anyone swerving around. So which exit number is this?
So
That's 3.
Oh, sorry, this one.
So knock this one round, and then next one. That's good. So it's mirror signal. That's good.
I was a bit late.
That's it. That's good. That's it. So what's going on behind us now? That's it. That car. So because of them, they're going faster. That's fine. But what you don't want is when you're next to each other, accelerating next to each other down the road. So in that case, you may hold off, let them through, then you pick up. That's good. That roundabout, that car was right behind us. You could tell they're going to do that because they were kind of pushing and pushing and pushing. But that's good. So back over to you. I won't say too much. Let's just see how it goes. That's it. Check your mirror as well. That's it. You must check, that's it. And then, once that speed's not too much, not too high. But do keep it dead on 70 though, because otherwise you lose momentum. That's good. What it's about, you don't want to go fast, because when you overtake, you don't need speed to overtake. Because a lot of people just floor it, go 80, 90 to overtake. If they're doing 70 as well, you don't need to overtake. No, they're not doing 70, they're going slower. But yeah, try your left blind spot now, if anyone there. That left shoulder. That's good. So you don't lose control, that's fine. It's only if you stare you'll lose control. What's the other way of doing that we said you can do to check your blind spot? Without actually turning your head. You're in the mirror. Yeah, we said you could lean like that. So that one as well, standing. So roundabout, same as before, right, 4th exit towards Headley Heath. So maybe not now, but when we change lanes.
I want to do it before I get to the lines on the floor.
That's it.
So if I do it now.
That's good. That's good. Okay, that final check will save you. There'll be times when if you don't do that, you just smash into someone. Okay, so right, that's good. So this time, just count the exits as you go around. Remember number 1 is sort of here, so you kind of start at 1. So the approach I won't go over. That's been going good. That's good, that's good. So we'll exit 1 there, so just count them as you go around. That's it. Anyone going to pass us? That's good.
3 is going to be
That's it. So is it safe to come over?
yeah.
Yep, that's it. So that's good, that's great. Yep, that's really good. But when exactly will the signal come off?
Now.
That's good. That's not kind of roundabout earlier on when you did a gear and then the signal. That was the main order to do that in there. So we go next left. Because the gear in that case was more important than the signal because he was starting to rev quite bad. That's going really good. That's getting better. It's a bit more braking. Because otherwise you got to kind of jump. That jump is when the car's down, you're going too fast, slow down. That's good mirrors there. If you try now when no one's around, you see no pedals at all. So when you come down to 2nd, it's kind of this speed you want then too. Because when it was revved before, that's when it's a little bit too high for the gear. So the only thing that could be better there on that dual carriage raise, when you change gear, what don't you want to be doing as you change gear?
I don't want to look down.
That's it, because a few times you're looking at it. You're doing the rest really good, that's great. The lines and the positioning's all good. Just going to try and avoid any looking down at all. Try and keep right a little more as well. So that's good. When you're away from the curb, it's a lot easier to get around. That's good. So if you go left, you move right a bit. If you go right, you move left a bit. So you're going to get away from the corner. If you're going left and you keep left, you kind of scrape down the corner and hit it. Not when you come out of a junction, that's different, because coming out you've got to position well. But going around the bend, you tend to move away from the bend. So what did you say could be better about this one last time? Something about the observation.
Oh, look right.
That's it.
Again at the end.
That's it. So just make sure nothing's coming up, because... Okay, so left again. What did you do before that? That's it. Steer, I think, yeah, steering. That's it. So at least a couple of looks both ways, but can we definitely go?
Yeah.
That's good. Because what is the speed on this road that you're on now?
70.
Not 70, what else? It's single carriageway. What would it be?
So it'd be 60.
That's it. So people behind, if there was anyone there, would be doing 60 towards you maybe. That's why it's so important to have a really good look. So how comfy do you feel doing this slip road on your own? Or is there anything you want to go over?
Yeah, I think maybe I'll be okay.
Yep, so let's give that a go. There isn't an awful lot to do on this, it's just a case of checking and going, but if you're not sure, let me know. That's it. That's good. That's why that one in particular is quite easy, but there are others we'll do later on, which are a little bit busier. So again, Birmingham, how's that going to be done?
It's going to be left.
Yep. You can see on the sign it's on the left Birmingham, so it's kind of saying use the left lane. It doesn't always work that, but if it's on the left of the sign, it's probably going to be the left lane. That's good, could you do that? So let me know when you can definitely go. That's good, that's great. Because your braking's good there, it's nice timing. That's it. That's great. That's it. Yep, that's perfect. That's good. You do get people crossing there, you notice that crossing. Yeah, that's great, that's spot on there. So it's up to you now, this road again. Could you go before then?
Yeah.
Yep, that's good. That's great. This is what third course you can push, and then what to do? That's good. That's it. And then, oh no. Yep, that's good. That's great. There's a very slight wobble you notice when you change to fifth, but not that much at all. You're not going all over the road, so that's slightly wobble. That will go.
What's that from, sorry?
That when you change to fifth, you kind of wobbled a bit. The wheel kind of turned left a bit. That will go with practice, because you've only done it for half an hour or so. That's good. What's bad is if you change gear and people change lanes completely without knowing. Yeah, that's good. So back over to you. If that gets too cold, let me know, because it's different on your side to my side.
I always get very hot when I drive, so it should be okay.
It's partly for the cameras as well, because the cameras get really hot when they record. When you get out the end, they're burning hot.
So they're overtaking me, but I'm actually getting
Yeah,
speed,
that's
so
it. That's it.
they do.
Yeah, I mean their speed might be different, or maybe they don't care, or maybe they think it's 80. Lots of people think it's 80 or 100. I've people said on this road, and many drivers who've been driving years, they've got no idea what the limits are at all, which you should do, but they don't. So,
I'm going to want to go right in a bit.
yeah.
So maybe this one.
Do you want to try the same ways again, or do you want to move on to some different angles?
Yeah, could maybe do different ones.
Yeah. So we'll go this time right, third exit on the roundabout, and I'll start looking at some others. That's good. Check your mirror as well. That's it. There's that bar on the other side of the road, a push bike, so you can get bikes down here.
Should they not be on the left?
No, they were, yeah, they were on their left. Just because they're coming down the other side. So, right, third exit. Which one needs to be done? Nope, that's good. Can we use it or not? Nope, so... No. Almost, but not quite, because it was just a bit slow for two, but can we go? So could have gone there, but any more like that, and we're going to come off.
They're going round, they're coming off.
Yep, can we go?
Yes.
Yep, that's good. That's great.
Okay, so third one.
That's it. That's good stuff. Yeah, so red one's gone the wrong way like the other one. So anyone else can do that behind? Yeah, anyone down the mirror? No. It's a red car went the wrong way, so braking. That's good. We've had that 3 times now where someone's gone the wrong way around us. And then it needs to be done now.
Sorry, signal.
That's good.
I forget about it. I don't know why. I can hear it.
Why is that so important there? The signal comes off.
Because I think
That's it. So we go next left and we're going to pull up. And then we'll go over a few of those things. There'll be no rush to pull up, but let's just see when we can do it. Just keep it wide, just keep it wide. It's all saying, so you're hitting the curb, because that's what I was saying before. So you're getting so far left hitting the curb. So if you're doing no pedals now, do no pedals all. Just aim towards that secondary. That's what I was saying before, you're getting so close, you're smashing up the curb. There's no need to that close at all. If you're going to turn left, which way should you move?
Right.
Yep, right. So if you go left, you're smashing all down the curb. No point at all. Just keep right over, keep out and go. Because no damage there, it's the back wheel, but if you hit the front, that can blow the wheel to bits, blow the tyre to bits. Right, so what do you do now? Yep, let's turn off there. Yep, that's it. So yeah, just keep out, because as you are, you're that far from the curb, you're scraping down like that and smashing as you go around. But the roundabout, why do you think people are going the wrong way around us? Just a few times. Just to be said 3 times people have gone the wrong way around us.
Yeah. Am I going too slow?
Yep, it's because you're missing out 1 or 2 chances people go around you. You might not be that, but that's normally what it is, if people go around on that one. Because there's been a few times where people have sort of come down the road, maybe seen you sitting there not moving, and then just go middle round like that. It might not be because of that, but normally people still learn the car and just want to go around you. That's what it is. That's why you've got to be very defensive in this car. So you check in the mirror well. If anyone is there again, what would you do? If you're about to come off and someone's there?
I'd go round again.
Yep, just keep going round and round and round. Off you go. That's all you do. What happened with the curb out there, this might sound wrong, but believe it or not, even on the test, you wouldn't fail for what you just did there, where you hit the curb. Because what's different about the back of the car compared to the front? You don't want to do it, I know, but just so you know about this. What's different about the back to the front?
Not sure. No.
It's like the front has got all the weight. It's like the engine and us is all the front, so there's a lot of weight. So the front tyres, if you hit with the front, that'll blow your wheels to bits. But the back one is very light, so it just goes up the curb. When it drops down, there's no more damage at all. But just so you know, people are surprised about that, but you wouldn't fail necessarily for doing that. Even though it's not good, you'd be marked down for it, but you wouldn't fail for that. But we'll focus more on the test later on when we start getting towards that. So the other ways we're going to do are for the same roundabout, different ways. So from here, if you're going to go ahead, third exit, without even looking at this, what does that tell you? Just the fact it's ahead third, not ahead second. What does that tell you about the lane?
Be more. You go round further, so
Yeah,
it'd be more right.
That's it. So it's hard to plan, it doesn't always work, but it does on this one. So you see on the sign in a bit, we'll say ahead, but it's kind of that way. It is opposite, but it's more kind of angling to the right. So you think, does the left line go ahead? Nope. So does the middle go ahead? Yep. So you come over the middle line like that. So middle to where?
The middle one.
Yep, that's it. Okay, so middle to middle. And then when you go round, which way do you say you have to move? What would the only way you should move?
You want to move left.
Yep, so it looks wrong, but you aim for there, you don't go there, but you aim there, then you go around and signal and come off there. Because the left lane, where did that go?
We'll go here.
Yep, so it looks maybe bad when I say aim for there but don't go there. It's not, because no one here should be there. Should be no one there at all, because they've all gone left down there. If there is one there, they will probably be accelerating, passing anyway. If they're doing that wrong, they'll be blasting their way around. Just want to get around you. So you go middle, middle. If you're looking left and there is someone there, maybe they've got it totally wrong, they're going round that way, like from the left to that, which is totally wrong. What could you do? Because you can't really stop on this one, but what could you do? You can't really go round again either, because you'd have a car on the right. So when you've got a car on both sides, what do you do?
And you would...
I'm imagining they're speeding up, what do we do? That's it, slow down a bit, lane 3. So like on the fast road where you come off the gas and you slow down and back on the gas, that's what you do. So he's off the gas, lane 3, back on the gas. If they're doing that wrong, they're probably accelerating anyway to get around you. So if they're slowing down, then you speed up. So whatever they do, you do the opposite. You probably won't get it, it doesn't happen often at all, but if it does, you're getting squeezed on no gas, slow down. If it comes to the worst, you will just stop, which shouldn't happen, but again, this can change as fast as I can say it can change. So if it does happen, you just look in the mirror, he's off the gas, lane 3, and then go. But if they then slow down, you speed up. So whatever they do, you do the opposite. That's the way it goes. So you go middle to middle, aim for the second, but don't signal, because then you're telling them I'm not coming off, I'm going that way, I'm not coming off. Then you signal left, you come off in the left lane. If you go middle and do what most people do, most of the drivers around us, and they go like that, you then cone up these in the right lane.
Yeah.
Because which other lane goes ahead apart from the middle?
The right one is.
Yep. So like before, when would you go in that one to go ahead the same way?
You only want to do it if you're overtaking.
That's it. So they will go right to right, come off in the right. So they don't want you here coming over, cutting them up, like the car did to us before. Yep, so you go right, off you go. The taking chances and getting quicker, that will come with time. We will go over it if we need to, but I find that just develops itself because you're doing that much better now. There's only like 1 or 2 missing every now and then, you're not missing loads and loads of them. It's only bad if you stop for a long time and you're still not going, and there have been chances. Whereas the one before, the one by the green at the beginning, that's the green roundabout, the little one, there weren't really many chances there. So we've got that to do when you go ahead, third exit. There's also another 2 things I can go over, because again, I won't have a lot of time to talk about this when we get there. How would you come off the slip road? If you did join in, what about coming off? Let's draw that one a bit differently.
Coming off with a slip road.
So the main thing is where do you slow down and when?
So you slow down when you're on the road, surely not.
Which road's that?
So when you're on the slip road,
That's it.
rather than on the
That's
road
it.
you're on.
There might be times you got to brake here because whatever, there's a parked car, jam, whatever, crash something, you might have to slow down and go around. But normally, you come off the road, get off the road, then you slow down. There is a turn before just here, so be careful of that, because if someone is here, it's quite a funny kind of road. There's a give way line there. If anyone here sees you signalling, they might read it as you're going in there.
Okay.
So you have to sort of go past the first one. There's a sign that says Inkford, so when you pass the Inkford sign, which is there, I can't really like this pen that well, it says Inkford there. So you pass that, signal left, and off you go. So it's all quite easy, but there's a lot to go over. I can't say all that in within a few seconds of doing it. When you go down here, you'll then go under a bridge, which I'll draw a little bit here. So that's the road going over. We're going down under the bridge. So this is like a see-through tunnel. So this road, like normal, you got the markings, 2 and 1. So what does that mean? Just like any other road.
2 means you can't turn in that way.
That's it. So you go into the 1, but then this one here has got 1 across the end of the road completely. So what does that mean?
So you can
Come
go.
on.
You can go in that way.
Yep, that's it. So if you want, you don't have to. You can choose to cut and go in, because you can see to about here. And what kind of road would this on? It's hard to understand its diagram, but if you come off a fast road, go under a bridge and turn back up, what kind of road would that be there?
It's not stupid. Is there another fast road?
That's it, but it's not the best diagram. So we'll go down there into the tunnel, through the tunnel, or underneath the tunnel, and then right. So you can turn in the corner, accelerate away. Because if you slow down, turn, there's no point, because it's one-way road, a slip road. You accelerate, you go for it. Then when you get to the end of the slip road, you get one more thing to go over. We'll go over all this as we do it loads and loads of times. When you're joining the road, it's another slip road, like I say. You've got a single line there, like we had before. Then you've got a double line, like a hatch marking like that. So where would you actually join the road? That's the slip road there. You've got a double with the hatches, then a single line, and then the road ends. So where would you go over to join the road?
You do it.
That's it, the single. So you wait to get to single, then join as late as you can. So if you go over there, you can actually, because it's a broken line, you wouldn't want to, but it's broken, you go over broken lines. If you go out there though, it's not really where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to join on a single line. If it's a solid line, like on a motorway, that would be a big problem, because you're going straight over a solid line. It's a massive problem. That's when you get a lot of police coming after you, because they will watch out for people doing that. Yeah, so a lot to go over there. We're going to go ahead on the roundabout, come off the fast road, and then rejoin. And we'll do that a few times, then we'll have a break from this, and next time we'll carry on, when you do your next lesson. So anything on that you want to go over, because that looks a bit messy there. It does look a bit like that from above, but anything in particular you want to go over on that?
No, I think.
So I will talk through it all, but it's lots to do, so I'm just going to put this back. Yeah, when you hit the curbs, well, by the way, the reason I don't go through the wheel is if I push the wheel, you could swerve all over the road. In case you wonder why I don't keep you off the curb. I'd rather that than swerve and hit someone head on. Yeah. Right, so let's go then. And on the fast road, the one thing we're going to do, that's better turning on there. Where have we been talking about looking? That's it. So you do that well, just make sure you have a quick look like that. And there are times that would save you. As you might see in a couple of lessons time when we go around, might go around a different area where it's nothing but fast roads all over the place. It's hard we did there, but just miles and miles, one after another, fast road roundabouts, which you could practice. We might not have time to do that, I don't know, but if you can, that would be a good lesson to do. Right, so when can we go? I went so much to all there now, apart from... what was that?
Because this road, they might turn in.
That's good, raise up slow there before. That's it, that's fine.
Yeah,
And then don't signal down, so the signal comes off. Because otherwise they might wait for you to go. That's good. That's good. Yeah, so ideally always do the blind spot before you signal, but the main thing is you're doing it. That's more important than not doing it. And what's got to come off? That's it. That's good. Yeah, it will normally come off. It depends on how you steer. Not you doing it wrong. It's just that it depends on how much you turn. So I'm not going to say much now. If you're okay with this, I won't talk much at all about the roundabout until we get to the one that we haven't done that direction. But all the way there, I'll just give you directions, and if you're okay with that, I'll leave it up to you to do. Because this is, remember, the aim is that not long from now you'll be on your own doing this. When I say that as well, you might know if you're driving this area again, because you don't live around here, but it's the same for every roundabout. If you get to 5 ways, same layout, same structure. So just don't think, I'm not teaching you specific roundabouts, this is how to do roundabouts, in general. Anyway, so end of the road left, and I'll keep quiet for a bit. What made that good is you braked a bit, because if you hadn't braked to the end, that would have been a bit quick. But you braked, you slowed down, that was good. Yeah, that in a way is what you needed at the beginning when the people were by the station. That's the kind of smooth braking you want. Because I drive this car every day, all day, you get used to it. So, end of the road left. It's a terrible road. What do you think of that balancing now?
That's nice.
That's really good. So if you compare that to even like 2 weeks ago, that's well much better.
Yeah.
You can't really get any better because you're doing it perfect now, you're not rolling back at all. I mean, the only way it can get better, I suppose, is if you don't roll back at all ever. That's hard to get at the final stage. So I'd like to go towards the M42. So let me know when you see the sign and which way it's going to be. You might already know from doing it before, or from being around here before.
Left because of the bus lane.
That's it, that's good. That's good. Yep, that's good. So it's up to you to do. I'll only help if there's any danger coming up. Does it matter if you indicate before this road, do you think, or not?
I think I'm allowed to because you're only going in there.
That's it, that's good. That's good. Yeah, so sometimes you might decide not to if there's a car turning so they don't misread what you're doing, but that's fine. Just turn left a little bit. That's it. Can we go? Yes, that's good, that's good. I just mentioned the turn because you're getting a little bit close to the curb. That's good. That's good. Do you know, Sarah, what did that black car do in front of us?
I'm sorry, I'm not sure.
He said they went, doesn't matter this is car, but they went ahead, but they went this way from the other lane. They did it from a different lane. So, but I won't say much about that until we get back to the other road.
So this is faster, so
Yep,
we'll go
that's
really
good.
slow, so I should have taken.
That's it. That's good. That's it. Yeah, so that car did it as in ahead. It's not actually so wrong, but it's not the way most people do it. It's because the roundabout's so badly marked, it's really hard to know how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't clearly say ahead or right, it's blank, which doesn't help. That's why if you learn these roundabouts as we are doing, most of us in the country you'll find easier, because most of them are much better marked than this.
That's good.
As you'll see probably next time, this has gone really well, so next time we'll move on to the other ones maybe. That's good, that's it. Yep, that's good. That's good here because they're quite a long way ahead of you. So if you stay right lane for that long, that's a long time to take to overtake them. And if someone like the blue one comes flying down behind you, if you're blocking them, it's bad. Even if they're speeding, you're not supposed to block them. Because that van is not even in sight now, so that's good. So if you keep right a little bit, this is fine, but like when you're turning, that if you're going left, you kind of keep right, so you can see further around the bend. It doesn't help a lot, but it helps a bit. So next roundabout is going to be ahead, third exit towards Evesham. So just imagine you've never been here before, you don't know where you are, but you know where you're going. Then we'll have a look at the sign. This is how you'd think through it in your thought process. So is that car beyond going to pass, do you think?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then after I'll actually, wait, am I going to go?
Now, this is the correct line, that's fine, because this one you know, this is the middle lane. I know that's kind of giving away, but there isn't time to say everything. So do the mirrors, not much going on. No, so no, this is fine. So you stay in this lane, ahead, Evesham, third exit. So we're thinking left or middle. And this one you know, this is the middle lane. So we think, does left go ahead? No, I know the hours are awful, you can't really see them, but it doesn't go ahead. So braking's good. That's good. So the faint arrow you want, that's good. Braking. Can we go? Nope, so no. That's good. Well, when can we go?
No.
Yep, that's good. So middle to middle. That's good. That's great. So checking the left and right mirror. That car beyond's coming around all over. So don't sit up and move left. That's it. Moving left. Now we signal. Now we go off. That's good. That's great. Because that one behind was coming up fast, but they weren't cutting us up. And so that one and the red one next to us did it the other way. That's if you're going to overtake. We will do that, but not till later on. Not till it all feels really comfy. And no, that's good. Now, in a moment, we are going to be turning off, so it's good if you're thinking to go around there, but we're going to stay in this lane just for now. I just saw looking in the mirrors, I thought you might be thinking about going around. It's good. So it's good, but not just for now. Fourth or fifth, do you reckon?
No, fifth.
Either's good, that's fine. 4 or 5 doesn't matter. I think even third didn't matter, it's just a fourth, fifth would be better. So, second left, the diagonal line means a slip road. It doesn't always work, but it's diagonal weather oak. That's saying slip road in this instance. So gas, accelerate, because you can come off quite quick. So when you pass where it says Inkford, we're checking the mirrors about. That's it. And then that's good checking it as well. That's great. So what kind of road is this? Yep, that's it. So signal comes off. Next road on the right. So big braking because you're down the hill. How long can you leave that clutch up?
Now.
That's good, that's spot on. See how smooth and soft you can get it. That's good, that's it. So clutch smooth. That's it. Get nice and straight. No pedals at all. Big turns, that's it. Turn. That's good, massive turn back. Next road on the right. Okay, so one line, one way. We can cut the corner, but can we? That's good, so we cut, that's great. Now you can accelerate hard and go, that's good. So you kind of cut it out, that's good. So flat out, leave a long time to change. That's good. So what would the next gear be before you do it? And why? You push hard.
Four.
That's it, 4, because of it. Why that though? Why not 5th? What's fighting against us now? Yeah, so if you push. That's it, then 4th. That's it, so stay inside as long as you can. Mirror signal, stay really far left, stay over as long as you can. Try and almost hit the grass, keep left. Let the road push you out. That's it, then you get as much room as you can, as much time as possible. You can join earlier, but it's best to let the grass push you over. People know where you're going to go. Could you move to the right lane or not? Yeah, so that's it. No one here, just in case someone's there, that's why I'm looking for that. The roundabout, we're actually going to go same age for now, because the other way is a little bit awkward. So we'll try one more going this way, and then we'll try the other way. So ahead, Birmingham, it's totally up to you. I won't speak at all. Second exit. So what do you think of that?
If I was being very critical, I should have left the signal along.
That's good, that's fine. All that's spot on, that's really good. So what's going on behind us now?
There's a car that wants to overtake.
Are they going to overtake or not though? No. So that's fine. So I know. What do you need to say? That's it. With the one overtakes there, it's good that, but be careful if they start to go around. You don't have to slow down and brake or whatever. You don't want to resist them. You want to sort of let them go and then come back in. But that car, why do you think they went to go around us then?
I was going, I should have accelerated more.
Not that low. That was their understanding. What did they assume about us?
That we'd be slow.
Yep, we're not. So, till now, they're way back, they're going slow on us. So they see a learner, think, oh, learner's slow. They went to go around, they didn't give you a chance at all. So, sometimes you slow down them through, don't block them. But that car was much slower than this one, and they weren't making any progress at all. Even when you weren't going flat out, they weren't catching us up. Now the one behind, the good example, the black one, so make sure we stay dead on 70. Yeah. Is that one catching us up or not?
I don't think so.
No, so we don't have to slow down, that's up to them. If they're going to go around, they go around. But you can't speed and don't resist them going around. Like now they're doing about 75-ish, something like that. Actually, they probably do at 70, they're pretty good there. So we don't block them, but we don't race them. It's a very fine line out between blocking someone and them just not going fast enough. So now, are they going to come back in? That's it. They left a good gap there, so maybe they won't, maybe they will. Sometimes people just drive in the right lane all the time, they never change back, which I think is the case there. So nothing we do wrong there, they're just in the right lane all the way. So roundabout right, third exit, same way as last time. They've come back in now. It's all up to you, I won't speak unless I need to. So right third, solid all.
Oh, so we're not.
So if you're going right, what do you need to do?
Oh, I need to be.
That's it.
Okay.
For the moment, right will always be the right lane, just for now. Not one, too fast. Which gear? That's it, but now one's right. So that when you got to one was too early. So you also leave it later, then do it. Steer a lot, steer. Because if you don't turn away, you'll hit the curb. But when can we go? It's got back. It's just the approaches one, so if you get handbrake on, it's all because you do gear way too early. You got to stop, get there, then do the gear. So clutch down a bit. But when can we go? Just your clutch is too high.
Okay.
But when can we go? Yep.
Yes. No, too slow.
When can we though?
Now.
Yep, that's good. That's great. That's good. So what that simply is you're doing the gear far too early. If you leave it later, you wouldn't have the problem.
Okay.
That's it, slow down. That's up to the next one. It was that one, but I did this one instead.
Oh,
so
sorry.
braking a bit. Same as before, we never just go the same way, round and round and round. So signal comes off. Roundabout ahead, second exit. Can we just go?
Yes.
Yep, so you steer, no pedals at all. Bick around a bit, because that's good. And then
Second.
mirror. That's good, that's good, that's it. That's great. Yeah, it doesn't matter, this is still right where you go right third, right fourth, doesn't matter, same thing. Yeah, not the same way, but same lane on the approach. So we're going to go second left, the one just with the bollard at the end, watch the speed not too high. It's good that, but watch you don't go too fast now, because we're doing a lot of high speed stuff. So your position is good, just keep nice and wide from the curve as you are. So lock on the maypole, braking, leave the gear late, braking, clutch but no gear, braking, now two, then off and go. That's it. It's because when you count down to one, that was way too fast for one, you didn't sweep second. Then when we said second, you then braked, then you needed one when you got two. The end is all chasing the gears. So if you try that now, we do no gas at all, nothing.
Yeah.
Two's fine, don't need the gears at all. And then we go. That's just in case the car came the other way. So if you'd have gone not one, then that's the kind of speed you're doing before. When you came down to one, then it wasn't needed. So it's either two, clutch up, go, or stop, one, quit. So no, that's good, because the engine's saying change me. But if it wasn't making that sound, you'd stay in two, fine. But now, is it saying change me or is it okay?
It's okay.
Yep, so no need to go to four. You could, but no point, no need. So the car will tell you what it wants. It's harder on the fast road, because you're on the ears as well. Quite loud. Let's go back where we're going for. Let's change your mind. So, roundabout ahead. Nothing wrong with us there, this is the van changing mind. So ahead, second exit.
Okay.
So how good's the view?
Not very
Nope.
good.
So what do we do?
I should brake and then
That's it.
clutch first.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
Thank
That's
you.
great. Can we fit in the mirror signal?
Yeah.
Yeah, and second as well. Yeah, that's good. That time is much better. And then next left. See, sometimes it can be like a one-off thing. We just go over and it goes back to being correct. Are they going to turn before us? That's okay, that's good.
I'm going.
That's good.
It's too
That's
late.
it. That's good. That's our right way, so we took it. That's fine. Which is where that could turn, if they so choose. So do you remember what happens if you get one too early? Like if I did one now, what would happen?
Stall.
Yeah, it's like a massive bang. More than the stall, it can blow your engine to bits. It's massive. It's like boom, and your whole engine blows because it's just much too fast for one. So I won't show you now, not the best place to show you, but it's not good at all. So how low can you go in second down? It's still good. Still good. That's really good. So that's how low you can go. So you don't need one unless you've absolutely got it. It's good you look in there as well. It's that road we talked about before. That's good. It's what we call the tolerance of the gear, how much you can tolerate going down before it struggles. So
Yeah.
braking for a while. That's good. It's not over the bump. I didn't have time exactly on the bump side, but the bump was the main issue there, so he's sort of braking, slowing down. That was good. And the whole road feels like one big speed bump because it's all bumpy all the way down. But the speed bumps aren't as bad as the rest of the road. So we now have one more go, or two more goes on the roundabout. I'm only going to give you directions on the big ones. I won't say a word unless I need to. And it's like a sort of mini test to see how you do on these. If you're not sure, let me know. But it's just a bit of a simulation of being on your own. And then from there we'll head back and then we'll carry on next time. So the end of the road, we go left. So you can't avoid these bumps. It's just the whole road's bad. I checked this road hasn't been done for about 50 years, I think it was, last time it was surfaced.
Yes.
Looking where, that's good. That's good. I was saying looking where, because that car there on the right, the little course thing, they didn't, but they could if they're mad come down the wrong side of the road. So I was just looking right, left, right, left, right, left. Never stay at one way, it's kind of right, left, right, left, right, left. Not so fast you get dizzy, whatever, but you must take in the picture both ways. Actually, that speed stays good as well. Yeah, I can't still speed over, but we've done a lot of high speed stuff today.
Yeah.
So M42, it's up to you. So we just stop.
I'm going to stop
Yeah,
it.
that's good, that's it.
And then I'll give it a second.
That's good. But one now.
First,
That's good,
actually.
that's it. That's really good because you identified that bus was going to block the road. I mean, it block us from going over.
Right, now I can move.
That's good.
to fix.
So which way was it?
Third exit.
Yep, that's it.
And then I stay here.
That's it.
rather than
That's good.
further.
That's it. That's good as well. That clip's good there. That's good. What do you need? That's good. That's it. So as soon as you slow down, clutch down straight away, because that'll avoid any stalling.
And again, yeah. So
That's it. That's better. So I haven't had one yet, but let's see if we get the first chance. That's good. That's good. That's it. I would say because that car behind is a bit there. But with the bus one, you can go because that bus was coming off. So as soon as the bus comes off, you just go straight away. Okay, that is a hard roundabout, but as soon as anyone comes off, straight away, go straight away. So the second that bus was signalling left, go. Because it wasn't quite true what you said. The car behind was coming around the bus, but the bus was blocking him. So when the bus is blocking him, go for him. That will get better with time. You can't teach someone how to do that. It's just you get better and better the more you do. I'll give you guidelines, like help a little bit, but you can't just say that's how you do it, you know. One point I make as well about this, just so you know, when we hit the curb before, normally you get out and check the tyre, but this car's got a pressure monitor, so it tells you if it's damaged or whatever. So, you know, if it's not beeping, it's not beeping now, you know the tyre's okay. Well, it's not blown up.
It's a very clever car, isn't it?
Because all cars are like now, but if you don't have that, definitely get out and check. Just in case you're wondering if I'm being complacent. But you can tell from the feel as well, if it feels like it's sagging. But that's good. Yeah, it's a very handy feature to have, but every car made in the last few years has to have it by law. That was actually an EU law, so now we're not in the EU anymore. I don't know if that's going to apply. Yeah. That could change, but anyway. So, next roundabout, I'll give you direction when we get there. I might as well say now it's going to be right, 4th exit. It's up to you. But it's not always wrong what you're doing is good, so there's not always something wrong. So right 4th exit. That's it. That's it. That was correct there, normally you would, it's just because the way they were going to go. So towards Headley Heath. Try not to slow down too soon, because what you don't want is a car that you pass and they'll pass you here. So if you did that, that would mean we'd slow down a bit early. But it's up to you. What's missing there needs to be done. That's it. So it gives that car permission to go past on the side now. That's good, that's good. It's a good change as well. That's it, that's good.
Get a bit disorientated when I go around.
That again will come in practice. We're only done it about 6-7 times, something like that. But the more we do it, we'll go over all those things. That's really good, so that's the end of those roundabouts for today. There is another one very similar at the moment, but it's not the same. So what do you think of that one overall?
I think yeah.
Yep, that's it. That approach just twisting left a bit more, because sometimes we're looking right, you're going straight, so you got to follow the lane, sort of bending left a bit. But that's what we'll go over on this one. I haven't got much time to talk about this, but look at the second white sign, it tells you the lanes. So the little white sign you can't see just yet. So it's all braking. Which lane goes ahead, which is best?
The middle.
That's the middle, so braking hard. Really hard, keeping as far left as you can now, because this is the middle there. That's it. Can we just go? Yep, that's good. And it's still finding through, that's good. That's great.
We want to go straight.
That's it. Why didn't I say come down to 2 there? Because I was thinking of saying come down to 2nd, but why was that we didn't?
So it was quite open, so we could just go.
That's it. What was going on as well around us? What's behind now?
Car behind us,
yep.
So would we have been slowing down too
That's it.
They might have thought we can go.
Yep. That car was getting very close, so if I'd have said 2, you might brake 2. They maybe wouldn't have here, but they were very close to the back of us. So you think, well, I'm better off staying in 3, I'll go around, that's fine. He was open, like I said, as well, you can see quite well there.
Yeah, they're quite close to him now.
That's him. So how do you slow down here differently to normal, maybe? What do you do?
So I just take my foot off.
That's it, braking a bit. That's it. Because the brake shows you well slowing down. Because normally you'll come off the gas, but if you don't brake on that one, they're still quite close behind. But are they going to turn off? Yeah. Yep. A lot of drivers just insist on driving right on the back here. They don't care if you brake it, they're going to hit you. They're not doing anything about that. That's good.
Try to sort of, because we didn't need to brake, I just did the little breath.
Yep,
so
that's good. That's it.
The lights.
That's it. So what's the speed on this road?
30.
That's it. So just checking out, because we've done a lot of high speed there for an hour or more. So the last 20 minutes or so, is there anything in particular you want to go over? Not the roundabouts, but anything apart from that?
No, I think it's okay.
That's good.
Yeah, it was just that one roundabout that I really messed up when I tried to go from, I don't know, to one, I'm not sure what it was, but then I couldn't balance and it all just...
That's when you went to one too soon. You got one too early, then you all got two, then one. It's hard as well because there's two of us driving. I want us to get to two. You did, but then you braked, so then you needed one, which you just came out from. So sometimes that's why I don't speak. I just keep quiet. It's easier for you to work it out for yourself. But yeah, it's got much better. It's good. It's improved a lot. The big roundabout, normally that doesn't go that well that quickly, so you're doing well there. Because that normally takes you about another hour of doing that before you're at that level. So I didn't think we'd get the one done where you go ahead third exit, but we did. So we've been down here before, I think. It's not about remembering the roads, but we did this a while ago. We might, on the way back, squeeze in a 3-point turn because we haven't done that for a bit. Just got turning the road, see how that goes. But we'll see how we go for time. So just let me know what you're thinking, what you're planning ahead.
So there's going to be faster now.
Yep.
When we're coming up to, so what I should do until I get past.
Could you do 60 or not?
I could do.
No way, not even 30 on these roads, but so why not?
Because of the not being on seat.
That's it. So braking a bit, keep well to the right. It's a really bad bit of road, right over to the right. That's good. That's it. That's great. Even with the van, that's fine. Then brake off. Oh, that's really good. See how dark it gets as well, especially in sunglasses. But yeah, suddenly the light goes, the road gets narrow. But if you saw there on the left, there's a massive chasm in the front of the road. The road's just gone. And if you put your wheel down there, you're in big trouble. So that was good. So if you can do 60, it's legal, but you wouldn't be safe. What I mean by that is just because you can, just because the road's 60, you don't necessarily have to do it. Could you do it now, do you think?
I can see quite well.
That's
so
good.
okay,
That's good. So we're trying to be aware that car behind. He's not too close, but he's there. So at the end of the road, we'll go left. Let me know when you see the end. So when we go left from him, so keep well to the right as you are now is good, and then swing it around just like we normally do. There's only been that one where we got the curve, but let's just see how accurate you can get it. What do you need now? If you stop there, that's it. So hand back, that's good. Then when can we go? So what do you think of the position on this?
A bit more.
That's it.
Right.
That left, that's it.
Sorry.
That's it, no, yeah, that's it. I have to correct you otherwise. If I say yeah, you might think I mean yeah the other way. Yeah, so it's just, you got to think more about position than the gear, because you think it's so much about the gear, you're losing the position. You remember that mirror, signal, position, then the speed. I know you don't not brake to the end and slam the brake on, but the position is more important than the way it's going right a little bit, that touch more. That's it. Because some of the hedges are growing quite wide. It's only the mirror talk clipping the branch there, but just don't want to risk it in that. Yeah, not much gas as well again. What do you know to say about the car behind when you join that road? There's not much gas at all, is it?
I didn't.
Because that red car was flying, he was tearing down the road at 15 to 30 zone. So you didn't come out in front of him, but he was flying down that road. So now, he's not doing it now, but if you speed, he'll speed after you. So roundabout right. So what do you make of this? So braking, brake harder, clutch, leave the gear late. That's what I've done. So leaving it to 1. That's it. That's great. That's it. Not much gas at all. No gas. That's it. It's just coming on fast roads. It's easy to be going too quick. The red one did it quite well, but what can happen is if they're flying down the road and you start speeding, they'll chase after you. And then if you want to brake, you can't because they're on the back of you. So I know you're not planning to do that, but it's just that if you start speeding too much or too often, people will follow you.
Yeah, it's really weird coming down now because I feel like I'm going ridiculously slowly, but normally I feel like this is fast, so it's weird.
But braking hard. Can we go? That's good. So it's good because you can see more than me there, but if you can't see, brake really hard, slow down. It's going to go next left at the bottom of the hill. So just get used to the gear last. So braking is good. Leaving the gear very light. When can it be done?
I want to do it now.
That's it. Braking more. That's it. That's better. That's better. I know it's manually coming out. We're going to work on more. We'll do that now a little bit on the way back. But it's just sort of forget the gear. So you got to get there, steer, get there, then the gear. Do you remember I said before? There's no point getting to the end of the road coming out, smash, and you say, well, at least I was in the right gear, it doesn't matter. No one cares about the gear. Get there, steer, stop, then the gear, and then go. So I know there's no point in saying we're not going to go next left, we're going to follow the road to the right. There's no point in saying next left 2 now, too early. We don't need it. So just follow it to the right. So other lights, you wouldn't, if they were on red, you wouldn't do brake, clutch 1 now, it's way too early. It's all great to get there, stop, and then gear. Now most of that's good, it's not much wrong with that at all, it's just want to get that a little bit better. It's going to finish off around a few of the roads we used to do to begin with, and we'll just improve that a little bit. So at the very end of the road, we're going to turn left. So I won't go over it, but just get it as tight as you can, then the gear last. If you want to stop handbrake, fine, doesn't matter, but just don't get too quick.
This one's really hard, I remember. So,
There you go, brake. Why can't you balance?
I don't know.
You've seen 3.
Oh.
So you've seen third, can't you? So that's where it goes, a roll, gear, then balance. So when can we go? Is there any chance soon? Well, our car's blown up there. Our car in front of it. Any chance soon or not?
So maybe off the motorbike.
Yep, that's good. That's great. Just slow. That's it. Smooth. That's it.
Sorry. No.
That's it. Just smooth away. So gas clutch smooth up. But when can we go? That's it. Because the other thing as well, you don't have to creep if you've put the handbrake on. We'll go over this in a sec. If you stop the handbrake on, you don't have to balance it, turn the handbrake off. You just stop right with the handbrake on. But if we go next road on the right, we'll go over that. What it is there is that one, the gear's a bit too late because you did it so late you didn't get it done. So braking, any chance to go in? No, so clutch, braking, that's good. That's it, then roll, brake off, roll, that's good. Could you go for the white one? Yep, that's good, that's good, that's great, that's good. But even if they didn't flash, you got tons of room there. If you look in the mirror, that white car's passing the end, now you've got all that room, all that time. So it doesn't look the same, but you got all that time to get out of the way. So we're going to pull it further on, but not just yet. And now I'll explain those things. So it's going to follow ahead when you get to the crossroads. We're going to pull up when you get to the big hill, which is about a minute or so away. But for now, it's still up to you. That's good. When can we?
I'm in the road.
Can we go?
Yeah.
Yep. Well, those days, you just got to be more decisive because I'm not speaking, you're waiting for me to say yes or thing, but you can just go. Because when you say I can go, you can go. That's why I don't speak, because you've got to get used to being on your own. I'm not always going to answer at all, even if you're right, wrong, whatever, I won't answer. Because if I answer, you rely on me too much. So we're going to go straight on for a little bit. Okay, no danger there. You saw the van, you braked, you're not even blocking him. Sometimes that happens, the van probably doesn't even care, things okay, I'll go around you. It's only bad if you pull up in their path and right in front of them. It's got to pull up on the left, somewhere around here. As long as it's sort of up the hill, just past this white bit of rubbish, whatever it is. That's good. So thinking back to that junction where it went a bit wrong with that car, that looked like the car was blowing up in front of us, just smoke coming out, whatever. It seems like I'm contradicting myself, but I'm not, because there's different things you can do. What made that go wrong? No, when we said leave to get late, why not on that one? Because now we just said leave late. But
I should have, because I wouldn't have had time to change it into first so that I could creep.
Why was that? That's correct, but why?
It was up.
Yeah, that's it. So leave it later, but if you're on the hill earlier, because the hill's fighting against you. So on the flat road, you leave it later, uphill earlier, downhill later, because downhill you can leave it stop. Like now, imagine you going the other way, you could stop going the other way, going to one, and just roll down the hill. That'll be fine. So the hill does have an effect as well. The thing I mentioned though is once you've stopped like this, imagine you creep like that, and for any reason you brake, which is good, you brake, stop. There's no point in balancing, you just wait, sit like that, wait for a chance, gas clutch, go, like that. Because what you're doing is you're stopping, but then you're sort of balancing again like that, and then balance, you don't need to. All you do is you kind of balance it, kind of go, no, so stop, hand back on, just sit right like that, Because what's the point of doing this, not balancing?
Isn't it hard for your clutch to
Yeah,
do that?
that's it. So if you stop and then you rebalance, there's no point because you're just doing it bad again. You're kind of burning the clutch. So I can't go, stop, wait with the handbrake on, clutch stays down. And if you think you see a chance, maybe think creep, no, another chance comes up now, and then go, just like that. So it's good way of doing it, it's just you're sort of overbalancing. So it's good to balance, but if you overbalance, that can burn the clutch a bit. So there isn't a lot that we can do on the way back because we've only got another couple of turns or 3 turns to do. But we're going to head back over now and then we'll run over any of that stuff that you need to. So it's just turning the gear later, but not so late that it's too late. Mm-hmm. It's the least important thing, but it doesn't mean it's not important. It's still important, it's just the least important of all the things you got to do.
Yeah, I always find that junction really hard because you have to turn and...
Yep, it is hard as well because what is it just before the end of that junction or before the end?
The road
That's
on
it.
the left, so you have to wait to indicate.
That's it.
There's loads to do.
So we can't think about it today, but we'll do that again on the way back another time.
Okay.
Or the best way is to do mirrors, but no signal, clutch, roll, steer, tap the brake, signal, 1, roll, creep and go. So it's sort of slightly different timing to normal, because normally you wouldn't roll with your clutch down too long. But let's give it a go on the way back. We won't do that exact one, but end of this road we'll go left, and we'll go over that when we get there. So if the light came flying down now, there wouldn't be a rush for the gear because we're so far back. If the light came flying down now, it'd be clutch 1 straight away because the hill would slow down so quick, maybe braking as well. So it depends on how much time you've got. So you leave the gear last, but it's got to be done before too late. So end of the road left. What do you notice about this one? We did this one before and over.
The signs have gone.
That's it. The up or down or flat?
Oh, it's down.
So we leave the gear late down. If you just stop dead with the brake, I'll show you this one. So no gears at all, just stop totally dead.
Yeah.
Now you can do 1. Because no rush, because you're going to roll forwards, which is what you want. So now you can just roll brake on off like you normally do. That's it. So it's much easier to do that. But if you do that, let's go. If you did that before, it wouldn't work. So next left down this road. Let's get second. That's good. Again, there's no one going there as long as you keep going. What you don't want to do is pull out, then slow down, then it's annoying. Because that one, the view we mentioned before, is so bad, you got to go, commit, go for it. If you're half-hearted, you can't hear, no, too late. It's got to be kind of go, yeah, go. And like now, can we definitely go or not?
No, not definitely. Well, now I can.
That's it, that's good. And then no gas roll. That's good.
It sounded stupid saying no, but I couldn't see past the car.
No, that's it. So if you can't see it, no, can't go. It's a few junctions like that, but they are tight, but you can't avoid that because the way they are, you can't see any further. You can see all the way out the road as far as you can, nothing's coming. When you go, something comes around the bend, that's where you've got to come out, commit, go. Ideally you get a better view to begin with, but you can't there because however much you creep. If you did that on I think it was like the third lesson we did or 4, something like that. Let's keep well to so that curb, you're very close. You're right up against the curb. Because when that van's coming forward, you've got to hold out, hold your ground. If you move left, you'll smash below the wheel to bits. So we're going to go sideways over, next left. So what do you need?
I should.
That's it. That's it. So let's get done.
I'm not.
Because that one the order just got off. It's got to be mirror, signal, manoeuvre. Because that one you did signal and then too late. So clutch down now, right down, now into 1 because of the hill. Brake off, roll, balance. That's good. So we had to do earlier because of the hill. Yeah, normally mirror signal's really good, so that's just started because it's the end of the 2 hours probably. But it's also got to be mirror, signal, manoeuvre. Because that was kind of signal, manoeuvre, mirror too late.
Yeah.
Right now, so we're going to go right again. So mirrors, signal. That's good. So no brake at all, just clutch down about sort of now, and then back up to creep. That's it. And then can we definitely go? That's good. But if you don't do that, you can get caught out. So if you just go to the left, or it doesn't really matter, left of this red car probably. So try and pull up in the middle after us. So if you go clutch down, if you get loads right, that's it. Just big turns right, that's it. I'll do for you, and then big turns left now. So we've put this power there. That's it, big turns. That's it. I was doing that car up here behind, otherwise we'll get to do it. And then back in the middle. That's good, that's it. Okay, and then Yeah, right, so let's turn off there. So overall, what do you think of all that? Everything we've done today?
It's mainly good, and then at the end I think, I don't know, maybe I got a bit tired.
Yep,
or
you can relax
just
at the
making
end of 2
mistakes.
hours. That's it. But it's just getting that sort of mirrors and getting that manoeuvre going. That procedure going. So the one, the broadest running, that one we spoke about before. Let's get rid of this messy diagram. It's hard to explain the diagram, you actually need to do it. But let's go over this as best we can. So you come up from, there's no road there. So you come up from there, see these little mirrors, but then what do you do next? If you're sort of here.
Signal. No, not. Wait, am I going left or right?
So very when we go left, that's
So
that's
right
it.
signalling,
That's it.
yeah.
So we leave the signal sort of there, but then what do you do around here?
Should be braking.
Yep. So what else before that though? Because otherwise you'll stop dead.
And clutch down.
Yep. So you might be brake, clutch back. So on a diagram it's hard because it depends what's going on around you. So you'll come up, roll. The idea is you want to try and stop there. Because you're stopping right in the end, which is good, but any mistakes at all, you've got nowhere to go. So you've got to clutch down earlier, brake earlier, signal earlier, brake off, roll, 1, 2, 3 seconds spare, balance it, and then go. Because sometimes it's just you're getting the gear so late, it's good to be late, but so late, you're not quite getting it done. But the roundabout's really good, so most of it's been fine there. The big roads are really good there, going ahead and going right. We did most of the ways that there are to do, and they all went really well. Slip roads are good as well. Anything you want to get better on those, or would you think that's okay? On the slip roads or the roundabouts?
I think they're okay. I do get disorientated when I go around.
Yep.
Sometimes, I don't know why though.
That will come in practice though, the more you do, but what do you think could be better? Because something you mentioned on the way back, it's got to be better about the roundabout, or the roundabouts in general.
So I need to take the chance.
Yeah, that's it. Because I think you've seen them, but you're not taking them. Like with the van, you said you can go, you didn't go.
Mm-hmm.
So you've seen it, you just got to do it. That's why I won't be saying too much from now on. So the only reason I did this here is because our car's right behind us. So what I was going to do is get it to try and pull it in here, which is clutch down, steer, and then brake. But that car was a bit too close behind. So next time, that's going to be the thing about just doing more on your own. So it's deciding to go, and then doing it, and then going. But overall, that's really good.
I'm worried if I go,
If
and then it's not, because there's been a couple of times where I've wanted to go and I shouldn't have.
If you can't know, I'll brake, but if I answer you, it doesn't help, because when you're on your own, you won't have anyone answering you. So but from now on, I won't say much at all. Even if he's wrong, I'll just brake, whatever, but I won't necessarily, say no. Yep, so we'll do that more next time.
Thank you.